Hey.
Hello. It is 4:20 on 4:20. So
And we're live.
we're live.
Just the tip. Is that what we're calling it?
It's just a tip, just a marketing tip. No big deal. It's weird that you thought something different. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Pat and Angie from Ultimate Online Marketing. Get rid of that. We're here again on day 2 of sharing whatever you want. So we still don't have any questions. We're going to keep answering the questions that you need to know.
Nobody filled out the form.
I didn't actually look.
I didn't either.
But if you're live or on a replay, just comment below and we're answering questions no matter what it is.
And we'll put a link in the comments too that people can get to the
ultimateonlinemarketing.com/justask.
We'll put that in the comments when we're done with this, so you guys can give us some topics. But we thought today we'd kind of expand off of yesterday and how we were talking about consistency and getting in front of people. And look at us.
2 in a row.
2
in a row.
Yay.
So we're still just trying to have a live stream, have a chat, talk to you if you need something. But until we get to that point where you're not afraid to ask a question, we're going to just have something lined up. Today we're talking about content.
Yeah, content marketing.
If it goes somewhere else, we are glad to help out. So
actually, this idea or topic came about after discussing with somebody, a friend of ours, that is in the real estate industry. And she actually turned me on to another podcast, a woman that I was listening to that helps other realtors with marketing. And it was a great podcast. And really everything she talked about was exactly what we talk about. And it was content marketing. Exactly, what is content marketing? People say that. And I think half the time people don't really know exactly what that is.
Nope.
And, I think they get scared by it. And what was interesting, and I never really thought about it, was how different it is for realtors, content marketing is. And how most of them are completely missing the boat. And she even said it, and she was completely right. Because content marketing nowadays should be video heavy.
And it's the easiest. Once you get over the
And video meaning your face in front of the camera.
Believe me, if I can put this face out there, so can you. Put it out there. Every time I get, Will Smith makes fun of my hair, or Chris Rock makes fun of my hairdo.
He messages you?
Yes, he does. Do you know how to find Will Smith in a snowstorm?
No.
You follow the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Dad joke. So, the hard part is just doing it. You're worried about being judged. So are we. People laugh at us, make fun of us for stepping out front, but we know what we're talking about. We're not the world's best, but we've been doing it a long time. We've got experience. Whatever it is that you do, you have experience and you have knowledge that you need to share, if only for people to understand that you do know it and then hire you to do whatever it is that you do. If it's a real estate agent, the one that they see the most is the one they're going to think of first when it comes to needing an agent.
And the reason this is important is because you're developing a relationship with those people, whether you believe it or not. Even if they don't know you, but they see you over and over again and they kind of know of you, you putting yourself out there in front of them on video like we're doing. And actually, we've witnessed this happening too already with our business. People get to know you. They get to like you and get to trust you even before they become that client. And the thing is that takes that step out of the process versus like cold calling or that first time meeting somebody at an event, a networking event where you have to introduce yourself and you have to sell yourself to people. You've already done that. When you're doing video content marketing, you are already taking care of that. And they're already developing a relationship with you. So when they finally do contact you, it's like they know you already, and it goes so much smoother. And that's exactly what she talked about in real estate. That's what's helped her.
Yep, we were just talking about real estate because that's the podcast you watch, but it's no different for anything. Car dealers, holy shit, you guys are missing out.
Oh yes.
You're sitting there waiting.
Who was that guy that you always?
Yes.
Who was it? Is
Pinky.
that what you're going to tell? Pinky.
Same thing.
That's right.
We got a guy that shares a mentor of mine that's in St. Louis. We've talked about him on a previous podcast that we did, one of our older podcasts. He literally every day pulls his phone out, has a little conversation. It's not always about cars. It's just about getting to know Pinky. And at the end of it, he's a big, giant guy. His name's Pinky. Got red hair. He says, if you need a car, go see Pinky.
Did you look at that?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Anyway.
This is like working with a squirrel.
I'm sorry.
She gets distracted by every little thing. So don't get distracted. Put your phone up and talk. People get to know you. And then when they come, this guy, he knows that when somebody is going to need a car, they're going to give him a call. Because, like I said before.
Didn't he have a ton of followers?
Tons. He ended up going from a regular dealership to a little bit better dealership. Now he's at the place that sells like McLarens and Lamborghinis because he's got a following and people know where they can get the car.
Pinky.
It's his nickname, dear. Pinky. But it's easy. It's memorable, and he is not afraid to put the phone up and talk. He is attracting the people that he wants, and not everybody wants to buy a car today, but when it comes time to buy whatever it is you're selling, you want to make sure that the people think of you first. And that's honestly, that's what advertising is.
And I think
you get to advertise for free if you do it on video.
Right. I think a lot of people, part of their issue is they're afraid that not everybody's going to like them, or that, somehow they're going to rub somebody the wrong way. You can't worry about that. If somebody doesn't connect with you, that's fine. They weren't going to connect with you anyway. They weren't going to be your customer anyway. So don't worry about that and get over that. Just get out there. And then, not only did she talk about video being so important, but she also did exactly what we've talked about before, where your content marketing is not just video. It's putting video on your blog post and posting it up on Facebook or posting it in YouTube. I mean, if you follow any of the stuff that we do, we have a YouTube channel. We have the podcast. We have our videos on Facebook, loaded to Facebook. So, and we have them on our website. So we've created specific content out there on many different platforms that all point back to our hub, our website. And so all that content is working for us. And I know it's time consuming and it sounds time consuming, but if you get into the habit of doing things the right way, it can benefit you big time.
And don't be afraid of screwing up, because I'm going to let you know right now, we're live on my personal profile.
Oh,
we're supposed to be live.
Screwed it up.
So all you friends that hate that I post business stuff, here's some more business stuff. So
that won't get seen by hardly anybody.
Nobody likes me. So I'll reshare it over on our page when we're done here on the Ultimate Online Marketing fan page.
So pointing on that was,
well, that's what made me look.
I was pointing it out to him.
When we went live, the Ecamm Live, the software that we use to go live, full story is somebody tried to hack my freaking Facebook account again. This morning I get up and I get all these notices that somebody has a new code and it's locked, and I panicked because if you've heard me talk before, I got $15,000 stolen from us and I was locked out of my own Facebook for 3 months. So I started to sweat. So
you're a popular guy.
Why the heck? I have nothing. I have no engagement on my Facebook. As you can see, there's only 420 people watching. I've got 1,000 friends.
But doesn't that brings up another good tip, is to make sure you have at least 2-factor authentication and the codes.
And I have the codes, and they still freaking locked it on me.
Yeah.
So because of that, when I went live, I wasn't logged in the right place, and
well, you wanted to go live at 4:20.
At 4:20, because it's 4:20, and we did. We went live at 4:20,
and we didn't decide that till like at 4:19.
So content is king. It's still, we don't want you doing too much. Everybody thinks about it too much, and they want to,
Yeah, but if you had a planner, if you had what's called a social planner, which we've got that with software that we have, and we'll have to do a video at some point showing you about that service that we have. But you can, I mean, there's all kinds of software out there where you can plan things out ahead of time. And, you could do a couple days a month where you specifically sat down and wrote out posts that went out 3 days a week or something like that, and have it all scheduled out. It's just a matter of sitting down, like we talked about yesterday, having that plan, that schedule. And if you do that, you can be successful at doing this.
The easy way to do it is, for the people that still answer phones, what are people asking you every single day? Make a video about it. What is the one thing they want to know when you talk to them face to face? Make a video about it. What's the one thing you wish they knew that they didn't? Make a video about it. So it doesn't have to be hard. People don't write blog posts. The few people that do get a ton of engagement and they get a ton of SEO value out of it. But
what?
My mom.
Hey.
Hi, Bev. Have fun. Where was I? The engagement.
No, you were talking about posting, doing blog posts.
Doing blog posts. When was the last time you wrote a blog post?
Yeah.
When was the last time you sat down and typed up a paper with that blank cursor blinking at you? If it's what you do, keep doing it. But we have been doing it for 24 years, which brings us to our courses that we have, which you can join for free for 30 days if you go to ultimateonlinemarketing.com/free. Free for 30 days. All of our courses, all of our help. You even get our blueprint that you can't get anywhere else.
Blueprint.
This is the expanded blueprint right here. You can't see it unless you join. It's free. You can get it for free. But we go through this. This was created because we built all these websites for people, and I would say now you have to create content. Go write a blog post, post it on social media, do this, do this, do this. And how many people did it?
I think we knew of one or two
that
did that.
Out of hundreds. Business owners are just too busy being business owners, and they don't have time to market. So this is why I invented our blueprint, which comes up with a way to make a little bit of content.
Oh, looky who showed up.
Hello, Karen.
This
Welcome
is Karen,
to the show.
Everybody.
Thank you for putting your ass in my face. Anyway, squirrel number 2.
Hey.
I invented the blueprint, so you only have to make a little bit of content, have a way to collect information off of it, and contact them more and more and more, and run an ad, which gets it more and more and more. So it makes it really simple. It's free. Join.
But that's content marketing. But you guys, also when you're doing it, this is a big pet peeve. Don't have another company create content for you that is based off
social media managers.
That's based off of stupid clip art or stupid.
The one we have all the time
that have nothing to do with
Happy Fudge Day.
You talk about it.
Well, it was literally the dentist. That's what he told me. He's like,
true.
they paid somebody that was posting things like Happy Fudge Day, and he said it made me $0 ever. Yeah. Nobody.
So that is not good content marketing. Not good content marketing. You're better off. Honestly, you are better off putting that phone up in front of your face and doing a live or doing a recording and posting that up once a week versus paying some company $500 to $1,000 a week to put up stupid posts that nobody cares about and nobody.
They don't work in your business. They say they know and they can be a niche, but people want. We yesterday. Go watch yesterday's video. People want to do business with people. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do business with a clip art of a Happy Fudge Day post. That's 10 years ago. So be real, be authentic.
Test it.
We just got a a review yesterday about somebody telling us they like that we're just real and authentic. We're not being fake. We're not trying to be corporate. I wear t-shirt and jeans. That's what I wear.
Sweatshirts all the time.
I usually wear a black V-neck and jeans 90% of the time.
Yep.
Just what I do. I'm not going to wear a button up with a tie just to make you think that we're more professional than we are, because we're not. I don't think in most cases you need to do that either. If you wear a suit and tie to work, that's what you go in. But not everybody does, and people want to know the real you.
Test it, you guys. Test what we're talking about. Post a picture, a stupid content picture, and then, the next day, post a video. Just, think of some little tip, kind of like what we're doing, but not this long. Just, think of some little tip that you can give people in your industry. Post that up and see which one gets more reaction.
Make it a story, do it on Instagram, 15 seconds is all it takes, and it gets lots of engagement.
But what she did, that reminds me, in that podcast I was talking about, and she was right.
Bonnie McMurray.
Only a few people will understand that.
Nobody gets me.
Well, Chad would know, and I'm sure maybe he's watching this because he's like one of your
there's
only friends.
420 people watching, so.
Anyway, she talked about how the reels and things like that weren't as good. They're good and they're quick, but they go away. Versus the videos that you do teaching somebody, like what we do. The videos that we do that are longer, that are actually helping people, and we're posting them to YouTube. We're posting them to places that are like search engines for the information. It lasts forever. Mm-hmm. And that's the difference. And that's where she was saying you really need to do both, but you need to focus on, if you want to be a expert in your field, or want to be considered an expert in your field, you need to teach something, and you need to post it in places that it's going to stay forever, like your website, your in YouTube and places like that. So that is quality content marketing.
Expert pro tip. I download this. We're live on Facebook, mistakenly on my personal profile instead of my business page, but I can fix that. I'm going to load it to my business page. I also load it to YouTube, and then I put it in my forums.
Yep.
So people that are customers of ours, if you go to ultimateonlinemarketing.com/free, you can get 30 days for free. We have forums in there where you can search things. It's a lot easier. To me, I know it's old school. If it's on Facebook, just the way they train you to go scroll, boom, it's gone. You never see it again unless you have to dig. Even if it's a group, they have a search bar. It's really hard and time consuming to find the information. That's why I put it, YouTube works way better than Facebook for searching for something, but I have my own private forums that are categorized and searchable and super easy to find all this information that we share. Yep. So we got our 15 minutes in.
Oh, that went fast.
We're actually at 18. 420 people watching. It's incredible. So that's all we got for today. Yeah, let us know what we want to talk about tomorrow. You tell us.
And if you test it, if you test what I said, let us know.
Yes.
Please.
Tag us, and we'll comment, and we'll help your engagement.
Yes.
Get it? It works that way. So get the blueprint. Is that it?
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Everybody have a happy 420.
See ya.
Peace.